Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2022 ski test. Right here we've got the Salomon S-Force Ti.80. This ski basically has all the same elements as the flagship model in the S-Force line, the Bold. The difference between that ski and this ski is 80 underfoot rather than the 84 in the Bold. So a little quicker edge to edge, but it still definitely falls into that kind of wide carving ski or wide race ski category. We talk, especially with the Bold at that wider waist width, we talk about how it kind of blurs the line between frontside and all mountain. I think you can say the same thing about this ski too. At 80 underfoot, that's kind of, at least mentally, where we kind of draw the line between frontside and all mountain. But like the Bold and the rest of the S-Force line, really, everything else about them, all their other design and construction elements, they lean more towards the carving side of the spectrum than all mountain. So let's talk about construction first, then we'll take a quick look at shape and talk about performance. So inside these skis is a poplar wood core. We also get 2 full sheets of Titanal metal. Vertical sidewall construction in these skis, and you can see those 2 full sheets of metal all the way through the ski. And pretty thick metal too. You know, sometimes when you look at the sidewall of a ski, it looks a little bit thinner, the metal laminate. Manufacturers do a bunch of different thickness Titanal layers in their skis. You know, you can get anything from like 0.4 all the way up to 0.7, and this is on the wider side of the spectrum for sure. We also get edge amplifier on these skis, so kind of a double stacked sidewall underfoot. Gives the ski just a stronger feel underfoot, better energy transfer, better power transfer from your boot to the binding, to the ski, to the snow. All of that stuff adds up to a flex pattern that's pretty darn stiff. On the stiffer side of the flex pattern spectrum for sure. And then in terms of shape, like I said, pretty much everything else about this ski, aside from its width, leans more towards frontside carving. So that means we get a lot of camber underfoot. There's really no tail rocker back there whatsoever. There is, on the other hand, a little bit of tip rocker. So the rocker starts about right there where my hand is. There is no early taper at all. So what that shape means is it is going to help pull you into a turn. Having a wider tip like this, but some tip rocker, it's really going to hook up and want to just enter into a carving turn. Which is what this ski just loves to do. It loves to carve. So talk about application and performance of this ski. Definitely best for somebody who values carving performance and is spending most of their time on groomed trails. Again, it is kind of the width, it's kind of crossing over between frontside and all mountain, but with this shape and that flex pattern, carving is really what this ski likes to do. What's nice about it is with that 80 millimeter waist width, it'll carve through some softer or more variable snow conditions. It doesn't get bogged down. You won't boot out as easily on a ski that's like 70 underfoot. So kind of nice, gives you a little bit more confidence when you're laying over a high edge angle through kind of mixed snow conditions. Narrower skis can get a little bit hooky. So really, really good ski for kind of carving all day long. Take them out first thing in the morning. You're going to benefit from just perfect groomers and lay over, just beautiful round turns. But then later in the day when things get tracked out and skied out and kind of pushed around, this ski still handles it really well. It is a little quicker edge to edge than the Bold. So something to kind of think about if you're choosing between the two, whether you want a little bit more soft snow ability, so kind of even more ability in more variable conditions, or if you want a little bit edge-to-edge quickness. Aside from that, the two are very, very similar when you're choosing between the two. Fairly demanding ski with 2 sheets of metal, flat, squared off tail back there, pretty stiff flex pattern, so not really something I would put an intermediate on. There is an FX80 version of this ski, which only has 1 sheet of metal. That does change the ski enough that I think it's a little bit more approachable for an intermediate, or even like a less aggressive advanced skier may find the single sheet of Titanal is better for them than the dual sheets of Titanal. But for strong, really aggressive, accomplished skiers, It's super awesome that we have skis like this. You know, it reminds me a lot of skis like the Nordica Doberman Spitfire 80 RB. You don't often get this build in a ski that's this wide. So fairly unique application, but really awesome that we have it because it gives expert skiers a tool that you don't find from every manufacturer. I think that's fair to say. So that's the S-Force Ti.80 from Salomon. Let us know if you have any questions about it as usual, and we will see you guys out there on the slopes.